Hey cookie fans! Ever wondered what goes into making that perfect Nutter Butter cookie? Today we're taking you straight into the heart of the factory, where each peanut butter treat is crafted with precision, care, and of course, tons of peanuts. We'll walk through every step, from mixing the ingredients to baking, packaging, and shipping these delicious cookies to stores. Get ready to see the wonders of cookie making unfold before your eyes. If you're enjoying this sneak peek, hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss out on more tasty content. Gathering the ingredients. It all starts with the basics, gathering high-quality ingredients. Trucks deliver massive quantities of each ingredient, which are unloaded, quality-checked, and stored. The heart of the recipe is creamy peanut butter, but there's more ingredients involved in creating that perfect texture and flavor. First, all-purpose flour gives the cookie structure with baking soda and cornstarch, keeping each bite light and chewy. Unsalted butter and light brown sugar add richness and sweetness. Eggs bring moisture and bind everything together perfectly. And as for the peanut butter, it arrives in massive vats kept at an ideal 75 degrees Fahrenheit, so it's always smooth and ready for blending. These ingredients are stored in huge silos, each holding thousands of pounds of flour, sugar, and peanut butter to ensure the factory is always stocked. Before any ingredient reaches the mixer, it's carefully sifted, weighed, and quality checked to maintain consistency across every batch. Now, with everything ready, it's time to turn these ingredients into delicious cookie dough. And in a factory this size, the only thing harder than making the perfect dough is keeping the workers from sneaking a taste before it's baked. Preparing the dough. We're in the mixing room, where giant industrial mixers stand ready. These mixers are enormous, each capable of holding enough dough for tens of thousands of cookies. It's just like your kitchen mixer, but scaled up to a level that could even feed a small town. Pretty wild, right? First, the dry ingredients are added: flour, sugars, baking soda, and salt, each precisely weighed and sifted. A small amount of calcium propionate is also mixed in. This helps them stay fresh and tasty much longer than any homemade cookie. Then it's time for the peanut butter. It flows into the mixture through huge pipes, and as it blends into that signature dough. The dough is mixed for about 5 minutes, just enough to combine everything without overmixing, which keeps the cookies soft yet crunchy. With the dough ready, it's scooped into trays and prepped for shaping. We're getting close to those iconic peanut shapes that make Nutter Butter so recognizable. Shaping the cookies. This is where the cookies start to look familiar. The dough is sent to an extruder, a machine that presses it into those signature peanut shapes. Like a cookie cutter on a grand scale, shaping hundreds of cookies per minute, each one identical in size and weight. If you've ever noticed the crosshatch pattern on each Nutter Butter, that's created by a special roller that lightly presses the dough as it moves along. This pattern isn't just for looks. Those little ridges and grooves play an important role in baking, allowing heat to circulate evenly over each cookie's surface, achieving the perfect balance of crispy outside and tender inside. As the cookies move down the conveyor belt, workers and high-tech cameras keep a close eye to make sure every cookie is uniform and looking great. Their attention to detail is quite impressive. They make sure each Nutter Butter is just right for you. Baking. Now the real magic happens. It's baking time. The cookies ride a long conveyor belt through a tunnel oven heated to around 350 degrees Fahrenheit. These ovens are massive and can hold thousands of cookies at once, almost like an oven-sized train tunnel. The cookies bake for 8 to 10 minutes, enough to get that golden brown color and slightly crisp texture we love. One fascinating feature of Nutter Butters is that they don't spread out during baking. This is due to the carefully balanced flour to fat ratio in the dough, which ensures each cookie keeps its distinct peanut shape. During baking, the smell of warm peanut butter fills the air. It's the kind of aroma that could make anyone's mouth water. The temperature is carefully monitored throughout the baking process, as even a slight change can affect how they turn out. Once the cookies reach about 190 degrees Fahrenheit internally, they're done. Firm enough to hold their shape, but soft enough for sandwiching. When the cookies exit the oven, powerful fans blow over them to cool them down quickly, stopping the baking at just the right point. This cooling process is crucial. It keeps the cookies from over-baking, ensuring they're the perfect texture for the next step. Making the filling. While the cookies cool, it's time to make the creamy peanut butter filling, the part that gives Nutter Butters their iconic, irresistible flavor. The filling starts with rich, creamy peanut butter, kept warm at 70 degrees Fahrenheit for smooth blending. Then, powdered sugar is added for sweetness, and that melt-in-your-mouth texture we all love. A hint of vanilla rounds out the flavor, bringing out the peanut butter's nuttiness. These ingredients are whipped together in a giant mixer until the filling is perfectly fluffy and creamy. The result? A filling that's thick enough to stay put, but soft enough to make each bite smooth and satisfying. Once it's ready, it's loaded into a depositor machine, calibrated to place exactly 0.15 ounces of filling onto each cookie half, so every bite has just the right amount of peanut buttery goodness. Watching rows of cookies move down the conveyor, each receiving its dollop of filling is oddly satisfying. It's like peanut butter perfection come to life. Sandwiching. Once the filling is in place, it's time for the final touch, making each cookie a sandwich. Each cookie half with filling is matched with a plain one on the conveyor, and the machine gently presses them together, just enough to seal the filling without cracking the cookie. They're starting to look like the Nutter Butters we know and love. Factory staff watch carefully, ensuring each sandwich lines up perfectly, with no filling spilling over the edges. This process is so precisely timed that rows of sandwiches come together in seconds, transforming from individual halves to fully formed Nutter Butters, ready for packaging. Quality control. Before the cookies make it to packaging, they go through a final quality check. Random samples are taken from each batch, where they're checked for weight, appearance, and filling consistency. A lucky few staff members even get to taste test the samples to ensure that signature flavor. The cookies also pass through a metal detector, a standard step in modern food production. Metal detectors and scanners help ensure no tiny metal bits from normal wear and tear on machinery accidentally end up in the food. This quick safety check is essential to keep every product safe and high quality. Additionally, the cookies are also checked for other quality aspects, like an uneven filling or a slightly off-weight cookie. Any odd ones are then set aside for a closer inspection. This dedication to quality ensures every Nutter Butter meets the high standards consumers expect. Packaging the cookies. With quality checks complete, it's time for packaging. This part is fast-paced, with machines capable of wrapping over 500 packs per minute. The wrapping is carefully sealed to lock in freshness, and each pack is stamped with an expiration date to guarantee peak quality. Cookies are packed in various sizes: small, single-serving packs for quick snacking and larger family-sized options. The bold red and yellow packaging with the classic Nutter Butter branding stands out as it moves along the line, instantly recognizable and inviting. Once wrapped, the packs are sorted and loaded into sturdy boxes, then stacked precisely onto pallets for stability during transport. Watching the line in action is almost mesmerizing, as packs move seamlessly through the line, ready to be shipped out and delivered fresh to your favorite store. Shipping and delivery. Now to the final step, shipping to stores. Cases of Nutter Butters are loaded onto pallets and transported to distribution centers, strategically located to ensure quick, efficient delivery across the country. These centers act as hubs, keeping the cookies fresh and ready for customers. Each shipment is carefully tracked from the moment it leaves the factory. Modern tracking systems allow the team to monitor each batch, ensuring every pack arrives on schedule and in perfect condition. This careful storage, tracking, and transport process guarantees that the cookies you find on store shelves are as fresh as they were in the factory. And there you have it. That's the full journey of every Nutter Butter cookie, from the first ingredients to your snack cupboard. Next time you bite into one, remember all the steps that went into making this perfection. If you enjoyed this behind-the-scenes look, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment letting us know which snack you'd like us to explore next. Thanks for watching, and keep on snacking.